You keep telling yourself that you should start a YouTube channel, but you spend way too much time agonizing whether you should actually do it. Let's talk today about why you should be on YouTube as a doctor or a dentist. I'm Dr. Eve, a former NHS doctor, and this channel is to help doctors and dentists discover new opportunities for impact and to earn extra money with YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google, and therefore YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. This obviously presents a great opportunity for a massive reach, not limited by geographical boundaries nor by time zones. I recently attended an event called Health Meets Tech, where 300 doctors listened to various talks about medtech as well as medical education on YouTube. The head of YouTube Health for the UK and Ireland, Dr. Vishaal Virani, made a very strong case why more clinicians should be on this platform.
So I am going to talk to you a little bit about YouTube Health. What is our mission? So we are dedicated to making high quality health information easily accessible to everyone. Why did we do this? Why did we set up the YouTube Health vertical? So the average daily minute spent on YouTube, 62 minutes. So people are not just on YouTube to watch the odd cat video, to watch the last night's sports highlights, but they're actually watching all sorts of things on YouTube. And that includes increasingly a lot of health content. So health content supply and demand on YouTube are growing significantly. So in 2023, we had 4.5 billion views from health videos in the UK. And that is a 35% year-on-year increase from 2022. So the numbers are big and they're growing very fast as well. And we've had over 15 billion views cumulatively as of December 2023 on health content in the UK. So there is a lot of demand for content, but the content is not always from authoritative sources. And that's why it's a real privilege to be able to speak to an audience like this, to try and first of all, give you an idea of what we're doing on YouTube, hopefully encourage you to share videos from YouTube with your patients, but also get you thinking about maybe creating your own content or working with your respective organizations to create health content, because we absolutely need more and more content from expert sources. If you search for any health topic on YouTube, take breast cancer as an example, at the top of the search results, you see a shelf labeled from health sources. So that contains videos specifically coming from authoritative sources. So you've got NHS organizations, you've got health charities, you've got individual clinicians like Dr. O'Donovan. And each of those sources will then have a label attached to their videos. For example, from a licensed doctor, from a channel with a licensed health professional, or if you're an NHS organization, from a UK National Health Authority. So this is guiding our viewers to the context of the content they are watching and signposting them to authoritative information. 8 different first aid stroke medical emergency topics such as CPR, heart attacks, strokes. You will see videos pinned on a shelf labeled first aid from health sources. Those videos will be coming specifically from the NHS, the British Red Cross and St John Ambulance. And so these organizations have created a range of content specifically for these shelves. And unlike everything else on YouTube, there actually isn't an algorithm involved here. So these videos are fixed in position on these shelves. So that's a really big step change that we've taken in order to make sure that people can access exactly the right information at the right time in a medical emergency. We've also stripped ads from these videos and stripped ads from the search results page for these queries as well. So the idea is that we're really trying to make sure that we're meeting people where they are in terms of the information that they need in an emergency. So do check that out and spread the word about that from tomorrow onwards. We're a media company. We're not, as YouTube, we're not a health organisation. So we work really closely with the Academy of Medical Royal Colleges and NHS England, along with various others, to put together a set of health information principles which could be used by YouTube, but also online and social media platforms. And so the idea is that you self-attest against these health information principles if you want your content to be included in the health shelves that I've just described. And so the other criteria that you need to fulfill to be part of the health shelves are that you're a practicing doctor, nurse, or psychologist, that you have a YouTube channel focused on health education, and then you have over 1,500 hours of watch time over the past 12 months. So that QR code will take you to the application form to apply for the health features. So if yourself or any of your kind of peers or organizations that you work with may be eligible, then please do consider applying for these health features. And if you're not quite at that number, then it's something to aspire to try and get that label against your content.
So hopefully this gave you an idea how YouTube's vast user base allows clinicians to make a difference at scale, amplifying their reach beyond the traditional healthcare and clinical settings. Many doctors launch YouTube channels to educate the public and tackle misinformation, as well as sharing accurate medical insights that they might not have the time for in a standard 10-minute appointment. Videos allow to convey information in an easier to consume format. They can be more engaging and memorable than the traditional printed materials. Here is a channel by Dr. O'Donovan, who is a famous YouTube creator in the UK. And here's just one example of how Dr. O'Donovan's channel made a difference to an individual patient.
This is a comment from a video from one of our health creators, Dr. James O'Donovan. He's a GP, he's got a fantastic channel. One of the comments on his videos about the signs and symptoms of bowel cancer said, if it were not for one of these videos, I would not have got myself checked out. This individual that's sharing as a public comment on YouTube is now about to have a bowel cancer operation. So this is the type of impact that you guys can have if you put this content out there on the platform.
Over the past 12 years of mentoring doctors and dentists on the topics of creating portfolio careers, I've noticed many of them are interested in medical education, but are not sure how to do this outside of the typical clinical settings or how to turn this into sustainable long-term income. Well, starting a YouTube channel is a great way to do this. With a YouTube channel, you can share your expertise to educate both the public as well as your peers or other healthcare professionals. Unlike platforms like Instagram, where content reaches only a fraction of your subscribers and quickly disappears afterwards, YouTube offers the ultimate longevity for your content. When optimized correctly, your videos can stay on the platform for a long time and are searchable even 5, 10, 15 and more years after the original video was published. And this can consistently drive views for many years, as well as potentially bring in income to your channel. Whether your YouTube channel is public-facing or is geared towards professionals, it's a powerful way to build your personal and professional brand. By consistently sharing your educational content, you're building the credibility and establishing yourself as a trusted go-to expert in a particular field. And this can lead to consulting opportunities, coaching and mentoring. You could be using this professional brand for creating digital products like ebooks or courses, and you could be approached to speak at conferences and events in your field. And the best part is you don't need to pay for advertising. Your YouTube channel itself, with its evergreen content, becomes the storefront of your work that attracts free leads continuously without actively chasing potential clients. As an example, my channel that you're currently watching has been inactive for the past 4 years, yet it's still attracting leads and inquiries for coaching, mentoring and consulting. And once the channel is monetized, it can generate income, passive income, for many years to come. Compare this to Google ads or Facebook ads, which are temporary, and once the campaign is over, then you need to spend more money. Now, on to the topic of monetization and income creation from YouTube. There are generally 4 ways to generate income from your YouTube channel. One of them is placing ads on your channel, and for that you need to be a member of the partnership program, and your channel needs to have at least 1,000 subscribers as well as 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months. However, there are 3 other ways to generate income even if you don't have that number of subscribers and watch hours. The other 3 ways to generate income are affiliate links. This is where you insert in the description of the video a link to a product which you have used and you can vouch for. And the most famous affiliate program is Amazon. I will create a separate video about monetization strategies where I will cover this in greater depth. But for now, let me talk about other 2 income streams that you can create with a YouTube channel. You can sell your own products and services. You can create digital products like ebooks or courses and then reference them in the description box under your videos. Or you could have a sign-up page where people could request a consultation with you and pay for it at the time of booking that consultation. Finally, another way to generate income without even having 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours is to have brand deals and sponsorships. If your channel is patient-facing, you have to be very cautious if you're using this way of generating income. However, if your channel is not patient-facing and, for example, you're talking about some hobby like art, you could actually have brand sponsorships where you talk about the product while you're using it during the video and you say that it's been sponsored by this particular brand. There is a website called Social Blade. This website allows you to see how much different YouTube channels are earning or have the potential of earning if they have monetization turned on. Not all the creators choose to monetize their channels, even if they meet the eligibility criteria. Some doctors feel that their channels are purely for medical education and don't want to place ads on those channels. However, you can still see the potential that those channels could generate. So as an example, here is a channel which has videos about topics that are considered taboo topics. And despite the lack of consistency, as you can see, this channel is or could be, if it's monetized, generating these earnings. Number 6 use case for having a YouTube channel as a medical doctor is growing your private practice. You can start a YouTube channel even before you have a private practice and build up to that by establishing your credibility and building trust with your future potential patients, by showcasing your expertise and knowledge, which of course YouTube allows you to do 24/7 without the boundaries of geography and time zones. And this is far beyond the reach of localized ads or localized promotions. By building a library of your specialty focused educational content, you are going to be creating a portfolio that helps patients to get a taste of who you are as a professional, and it will help them to make a more informed decision to book a consultation with you as their private physician. And here's a little secret. Fewer than 1% of clinicians have YouTube presence. This means that most of your peers are being held back by fear, and you could be leveraging YouTube platform to stand out from the crowd and reach a much larger audience than you're ever going to be able to do seeing patients one by one. This could bring more leads for your private practice. Being on YouTube as a doctor or a dentist can bring career-enhancing opportunities. Creating content on YouTube can lead to collaborations with other healthcare professionals, fostering a community of shared learning and professional development. If you have a library of evergreen educational content, you could showcase this during your job interviews as well as during your clinical appraisals. As I mentioned earlier, consulting opportunities could become a reality for you if you are the go-to expert on YouTube. And I have known several physicians who have been approached by biotechnology companies, pharmaceutical and medical device companies, and have been asked to provide consultancy for their products. Coaching and mentoring opportunities, as well as speaking at events and conferences, are other ways to enhance your career and also generate income. Having a YouTube channel will naturally lead you to expand your knowledge and skills, because you will need to stay updated with the guidelines and find better ways how to simplify complex information for the public if you have a medical channel that is patient-facing. Being on YouTube helps you to overcome your fears and build confidence, as well as gain transferable skills such as researching topics and keywords, storytelling and compelling script writing, presentation skills, filming, editing, search engine optimization, and thumbnail design are just some of the skills that you will be learning. And here's a bonus. If you ever feel like you don't want to be a full-time doctor, these skills are very much in demand, and the demand is constantly rising. So once you've mastered this skill, you could actually turn this into a side gig in its own right. As well as professional development, you can use your YouTube channel for personal development, and you can do this by documenting your personal journey through some personal challenge, for example, getting through exams and teaching others how you have approached that, or you could document your reflections and learnings on a particular topic or set of topics. There is an option to keep your videos unlisted, and therefore they are not going to be visible to the general public. And this way you can create a sort of journal, and then 5-10 years down the line you can look back and see how much you have grown. Having been coaching and mentoring doctors for the past 12 years, one thing that I hear all the time is, I miss my creativity. A YouTube channel is a perfect way for clinicians to reconnect with your creative side beyond your clinical roles. There are so many ways in which YouTube allows you to rediscover your creativity. For example, presenting information in a fresh, more engaging way, sharing knowledge through relatable stories, showcasing your hobbies, for example, art, experimenting with video formats, camera settings, and editing tools, designing eye-catching thumbnails, and crafting compelling stories. Also, instead of educational content, you may choose to focus on creating entertaining content, which is in itself a very good outlet for your creative expression. So you have a lot of freedom to create on YouTube. It is so refreshing to be able to create what you want in whichever way you want it. Being a clinician creator on YouTube can help you build communities of like-minded people who share your interests, passions, and values, which can in itself be meaningful, giving you a sense of belonging, possibly helping you to feel less lonely in this creative process. Additionally, if you are a medical educator, highlighting the burden of common chronic or rare or embarrassing conditions, you can give others validation, leaving a lasting legacy that highlights important topics such as healthcare advocacy. Your YouTube channel has a power to inspire and guide others in life-changing ways. Imagine your videos helping somebody discover their passion for medicine or dentistry, or influencing the choice of their university, or even motivating them to join your hospital department. By sharing your story, your expertise, and your knowledge, you're not just educating people, you are empowering others to make more informed decisions about something important in their lives. Your content could be that spark that sets somebody to a path of success or better health. And that kind of impact is priceless. So we've gone through the 11 reasons why it's a brilliant idea for doctors and dentists to be on YouTube. Do I hear you say, okay, it's all very well, but I don't have the time for this? Yes, it does take time and effort. Anything worthwhile does. And yes, getting started with YouTube can be hard, but just think about those incredible opportunities that await you. Supporting people in making more informed decisions, unlocking your own creativity, and even building a new income stream. Starting a YouTube channel is all about growth, professionally, personally, and financially. So maybe watching this video today is a sign you've been waiting for, a sign that you should stop overthinking and start creating. In my next video, I will tell you how to feel the fear and do it anyway. Let me know which of these reasons resonated with you, why you might start or restart your YouTube channel.